the start of the pandemic, there's been a bit of an upheaval in the world of college admission and standardized testing.
Many schools are now test optional, meaning that students can submit ACT or SAT test scores if they would like.
Many parents and students wonder, should they even bother taking the test? Thomas Fellows is an author who's written extensively on this subject. He joins us now via Zoom. Welcome to Live at 4.
Yes, thanks so much for having me. I appreciate it.
The initial question, should parents and students even worry about taking the ACTs?
Well, I don't think we in this country should focus so much on standardized testing. I coached the Morehouse College sales team a few years ago, and I found an interesting relationship between ACT and SAT scores and worker readiness that's never been studied before. Notice how I say worker readiness and not college readiness. Basically, two of my students made 16s on their ACT, yet they could have gone on to make six figures in a white-collar job in technology sales. So many times we write off students because they score low on these standardized testing, and because of that, they can't get a white-collar, good-paying job, and something needs to be looked at with the system we currently have now.
I guess you begin at figuring out whether college is even the right decision for you in the first place, right?
Yeah, well, Susan, college, they measure raw intelligence, but they don't measure practical intelligence. Practical intelligence, as defined by Robert Sternberg, is knowing what to say to whom, when to say it, and how to say it with maximum effect. Additionally, colleges measure convergent thinking, but not divergent thinking. Divergent thinking is like creativity. It's saying how many solutions to a problem you can have, such as how many uses a tin can have. And convergent thinking is doing a math problem or a physics problem. And I've seen my mentor have success. My mentor's the CEO of ServiceNow, and he made $165 million last year, and he credits his success to owning his own deli at age 16 and not going to college. And he went to Dowling College, which is a college so nebulous it doesn't even exist today. So I'm not going to comment on whether or not I think that Joe Biden did the right thing and, doing the $10,000 worth of student loan debt. But I am going to say we need to look at the big picture, especially to help the middle and the lower class and even the upper middle class, because everybody is affected by the cost of college.
But some careers require a college degree.
Well, today they do, but we could change that through, government action, where basically what we need to do is we need to do a government study where jobs require skills instead of just a college education, and that would make it fairer for everybody. And Donald Trump has been behind this a few years ago when he decreed that no longer to have a government job, you no longer had to have a college education. And this is bipartisan. This got started with my home state in Texas with Lizzie Fletcher, who's a Democrat. So this is something that 95% of people can get behind.
All right. Interesting thoughts, and see what the future holds. Thomas, thanks for being with us today.
Thomas, great to see you today. Thanks for joining us.
Appreciate it.
Well, still to come in